Dude, you ready for this?
Record the best show ever?
Yeah, yes, the best show ever. Let's get this going, man. Dude!
What's up,
We are
buddy?
back.
We are back!
Oh my gosh!
We are back.
We've been talking about this for since
I don't know.
the
Draft,
season ended, the
right?
draft.
Our
That's right.
awesome draft picks we had.
Oh my gosh, this is it.
That was so long ago.
2021 season,
21.
man. What?
You know what?
Oh my
How
gosh.
exciting. We are so ready to go.
Oh, when I wouldn't say completely ready to go, because I was looking for my shirt.
Well, and you know,
I took her out of the closet looking all over my shirt.
You know who's not back? I know.
Is that guy right there?
He's not back with
What
the
do-
Lions,
what
but
do
I
we
wanted
do?
to give it one more wear for the prediction. I just wanted to give it one more wear, one more time, a little love for the boy staff.
So I tell you what.
So it's gone after this.
If we get with Jared Goff and he sends you a Goff jersey, like signed jersey, would you wear
If
it
I
on
had
the
a
show,
Jared,
man?
I would wear a Goff jersey. Look, what has he done in his? I mean, he went to a Super Bowl.
He went to a Super Bowl.
Yeah,
I mean,
won playoff games.
How many Lions quarterbacks can say they've been to the Super Bowl?
You know what? The Tigers drafted one. The Tigers drafted Patrick Mahomes. If you didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he came out through a first pitch. He was their draft pick, and then he went to college and came out. in the
I did
NFL.
not
So
know
the Tigers
that.
have drafted more starting Super Bowl quarterbacks than the Lions have.
Okay, so that's for the folks watching the show. You tell us if you actually watch a show if you know who the Tigers drafted.
Yeah.
What
Listen, this is a serious
kidding.
handicap show. We know what we're doing.
It is okay.
Let's bring it
so,
back.
hey, it's Fire and Brimm Sports. You got Carl. You got Doug. We're back, man.
For 2021.
2021. I mean,
Listen,
where
you
is
know-
this year gone?
Well,
I just-
if you think about to the start of last year,
Yeah,
we
okay.
didn't even know.
What have we been through?
We didn't even know if we were gonna have football. We didn't know what was gonna happen.
No, we didn't.
you know?
We didn't.
And I remember our very first comment last year was, "Worst show I've ever seen." That was fantastic. Worst show I've ever seen. These guys, listen.
So for the background, I was saying, we published the first show, and the very first comment that somebody gives us on YouTube, that's exactly what they said. They said, it is the worst show I have ever seen.
And that show was the show that I predicted Tampa Bay
you did.
to go
You
and
did.
win the Super Bowl.
Dude,
So let me just
you actually
throw that out there.
You knocked
We
that
know-
one out
yeah,
of the park.
I just
Absolutely
wanna
out of the
mention
park
that.
on that one.
I won't talk about who I had them playing, but I did predict the Super Bowl winner last year. So
Oh, no, that's
put it out
great.
there.
Now, the whole last season, I mean,
Yeah.
sad that there were no fans, right? But it was still a great. It was
We
football,
had a
man.
season.
We had a season.
We filled in that gap, and regardless of states or individual stadiums, there's going to be fans, whatever the circumstances, and we're on our way back.
This
for
is going to
football.
be fun. It's going to be a little bit okay. It's going to be the new normal or back to normal. You know, I mean, okay. So, are you looking forward to anything? Let's talk about
and we're doing the NFC
We're doing
show.
the NFC show first.
Yep, this is first. Yep, you'll see the AFCs later.
So, are you looking for anything interesting in the NFC?
Well, in the NFC, if we go straight to talking about stuff, I really think the NFC is not very good. And for that reason, when you really start to dig in, because we put the time into this, I'm in the war room trying to figure this thing out over the summer and the preseason, and boy, I tell you, the NFC just isn't. They're not competitive. And it's really so many teams that you would think, well, they're not. There's no way they're getting there.
There does seem to be a separation between obviously the top and the bottom. But I will say this: I think the best division in football is NFC. It's NFC West.
The West.
You've got the Rams, you've got the Seahawks, you've got the 49ers, depending on what the heck they're going to do with the quarterback, and the Cardinals are no slouch, man.
So
I mean,
out of
that
those
might be
four,
the best. That might be the best division in all of football. I mean,
I
from
think
top
we've
to
got
bottom.
some issues with a couple of those teams that maybe. We haven't looked. The Cam Akers loss, I think, is going to be big.
I think it's going to be big.
And for the
Even
Rams,
though they paid Sony Michelle, they did okay. They had to do something.
That's fine. Well, Stafford's had average running backs. I think there's some holes. I don't think he's going to be a magic bullet in the Rams. And then San Francisco, I don't like the indecisiveness of quarterbacks there.
So what are you going to do with them? Okay.
I just think they're going to be average this year. I don't see them doing anything spectacular.
Yeah, Jimmy G just doesn't get me as the type of guy that plays better because he has competition.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
And let's keep in mind here, we are talking about what we think is going to
who's going to be talking about.
Jeez, I knew that was coming. Oh my gosh. Jeez, that's going to be the worst team in football right there. I didn't even. There's.
The Bears made the playoffs last year.
They did.
The Bears made the playoffs last year.
They did. They went on that hot run.
Yeah, I know they did. Yeah. They did. They made the playoffs. Now, Justin Fields, he's a rookie, man. You know, he's
gonna
going
get
to
the
have
ball.
nice highlights, but that's
We'll see how long.
He's a rookie. At the end of the day, he's just a rookie. I tell you
there's a lot of those
what,
out
I know. I was just thinking about what can we talk about beforehand. I just want to get to the board.
I want to get to the board. I want to bring up a couple things real
Two
quick.
things.
Let's talk about the season.
Okay.
What we're looking ahead to this year for us.
Okay, go ahead.
Because really, with the NFC show, once we get to the picks, the NFC is just so bad. Like, we're just gonna fly through them. But what about this? This year we've got return of the guest picker. That's something we started last year,
We're
guys.
keep doing that. Let's keep doing
Right.
that. Right.
We want to do the return of the guest picker this year. So what we're going to do on that, we'll talk about this at the start of the AFC show too, is make your predictions. If you put your predictions in the comments before the season starts, we're going to go through those. People that put some got involved, put their picks out there, and we'll draw a winner for week 1 based on that. Then every week, whoever has the most right in the comments will be
next week's thing.
week 1 winner. Yep.
So recap what Carl was talking about here. We are going to give everybody who we think are going to win each of the finish in each of the divisions, and then in this column we're going to put whoever's going to be in the playoffs.
Right.
So you give us those 7 teams because we have 7 teams in the playoffs. Give us your 17 NFC teams, and then we'll pick out.
Somebody to do our guest picker for week 1, right?
Okay. That's right, week 1.
So we'll follow that up that we did last year. That was a lot of fun, having somebody different every week.
Absolutely, that was fun.
Involved.
That was fun.
The return of the Kool-Aid pick. Doug's
Kool-Aid
pick is going to be
pick.
back, right?
Gotta go.
What was your
Kool-Aid
final
pick.
record last year? Did we get to 500?
It was not 500.
Listen, the Kool-Aid pick does not lose. That's what I want to say. Going forward, I want to make that just a commitment to the Kool-Aid pick.
There were a couple times I inched within like a game of 500, and I blew it.
Listen,
again.
this is all about this year. It's going to be the season of the Kool-Aid pick. We're going to introduce my 3-team parlay. So
I like
we're going
the
to do
3-team
Kool-Aid
parlay.
pick.
Actually, there's a lot of people love that.
So I'm going to put up
like the 3-team parlay.
who I think is going to be my 3-team lock parlay every week of the year. And then we're going to start the season with some survivor picks. So let's see.
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
Who can go farther with the survivor picks. We'll see if people want
Actually,
to
we get people to chime in on that too.
Yeah, absolutely.
The survivor picks.
So those are just some things that we're going to roll out this year to have a little bit of fun with those things.
And it's all going to culminate in Los Angeles.
You bet.
And Super Bowl, what is it? Is it 50, 61? Is that, I think it's 61. No, 56?
56. That's a lot of Super Bowls.
That's like, okay.
I didn't see the first one. Did you? Just to be clear, Doug is not my father. All right.
Yeah, 56. Yeah,
Hey,
okay.
Real quick before we get to the picks too.
Yeah.
I want to give, talk about some prop bets. So those are big.
Oh,
right
yeah,
now, too,
go ahead.
So I'm going to talk about 3 NFC prop bets that I like. What do you think? The Lions over/under win total. The Lions over/under win total. Some places have it at 5. Some places have it 4.5. I believe FanDuel has it at 5 right now. What do you think about the Lions over or under 5 wins?
I actually think the Lions could have 6 wins.
Okay, so
I'll take the over.
Yeah,
I like the over on
that.
that.
So that's a good one. I'm gonna agree with you on that. I think the Lions can get 6 or 7. Although I will mention this is I did read that it was a front office exec that said the Lions were so bad.
I read the same thing. Yeah.
That they couldn't even
tell how bad they were.
Yeah,
I mean, they're that kind of bad. I mean,
like the tape was like, we can't even use this. So we don't know. That's amazing to me, but we'll see.
I've never heard a comment about another team like that.
And who knows? When they say front office exec, it could be the guy that takes out the trash.
It could be. That's right. Yeah, or you just
that's
heard
an
it from
important
somebody
job.
else.
I'm not trying to knock that guy's job because he's working and we need that. But he may not be qualified to say that.
Trash picker uppers too.
All right, so we're gonna go over Lions over 5 wins.
Okay.
All right, I have got just to make the wild card. To make a wild card team, what do you think? The one that I like, Carolina is plus 430, which means $10 will get you $43.
Right.
100 gets you 430. But I like Carolina plus 430. That's my second pick. I don't know if you think. Do you like anything about Carolina this year?
I do like. I think it's a perfect match with Matt Rule and Sam Darnold. Mm-hmm. I like them long term. Mm-hmm. I don't think this year because you still have Brady, and I think Jameis Winston's going to have a nice year. I don't think that
Jameis Winston's going to have a nice year.
I think Jameis Winston's going to have a nice
guys,
year.
we don't discuss before. Some things knock me off my chair, but okay, let's just.
I'm serious. No, I'm serious. I do like Carolina. I like what they're building.
You
I
just
think
said Jameis Winston's going to have a nice year, and you followed that up with "I'm serious." So I don't know what you're talking about anymore. I don't know what you're saying.
I got you too.
I'm so lost. We got one more. The number 1 seed in the NFC. Odds that I thought were decent odds, and will they make it or not? I don't know. But Green Bay was plus 550.
Yeah.
Which I thought those were pretty good odds when you think about who the best teams in the NFC are.
Not?
Does Green Bay have a shot to
How do you not? I mean, you got to look at the division. They're going to play the Bears twice, which they do. They get the Lions twice. That's probably 4 wins.
Man, and how good are the Vikings?
And the Vikings.
Yeah.
Kirk Cousins.
But listen, home field is back, so home field advantage is back.
All right, actually, the 12th man.
It
12th
is.
man is back. That's going to help teams like
It's just going to be more fun to watch.
Seattle,
Oh
the
my
12th
gosh.
man, right?
Right.
Let's do it.
Let's
I
go.
want to get the board.
Let's
I want to
do it.
touch those helmets, man. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to start out. We're going to start with the North, NFC North. And then we're going to put who we think are going to, the order, top to bottom, who, they're going to finish. And we'll take a look at each other's picks.
All
Okay,
right.
so let's go ahead. Let's, I'm going to find, I'm thinking about here. Of course, you're putting,
How good was the NFC East in the past few years, right? You did the North, and you're
yeah, I
doing
did
the
the
Central.
North. Yeah, I did.
You got the wrong division there,
No,
Doug.
it's in the NFC North, man. This is the NFC North.
Oh, I
right
did the
here.
East.
You did the East.
I was so ready to go with the East and North, the Lions. That's my division. What are you talking about?
Dude. he gives me the WTF look.
Like, what's going on here? All right, I'm good. Listen,
Dude,
it's been a
you
minute.
okay?
I'm back.
So, we both got the Packers. Done deal. Done deal.
Listen, yeah.
Got the Vikings. Okay, the Lions. I think, like I said, Fields will have a nice year, but it's going to be...
You even say that with a straight face. How do you do it?
No, he's going to have highlights, but that's it. I mean, these two teams are going to finish about the same.
Okay.
I mean, they'll probably be
Justin
8-9.
Fields not going to have a nice season.
No, he's
I
not
just
gonna-
want to throw that out. I just want to make sure that I'm clear on that. All right.
Hey, Matt Nagy.
I'm going to bang on the Bears and Justin Fields like I did the Browns last year. All right? They are just...
Matt Nagy was the head coach for Patrick Mahomes when he came out. So, if you're
Okay.
Justin Fields, you got it good. I'm not saying
I
it's
know,
going to be
I
the same.
get it,
I'm saying that he's going to follow the same methodology. But, okay.
So you're not saying Justin Fields is going to be Patrick Mahomes?
No, I'm not going to say that. I did say that. I am all over the place on this, though.
right.
I admit that.
All right.
No, it's Rodgers' division, man. It's all his division. It just, and I think
Yeah, this should be a no-brainer. Like
no-brainer.
13-3.
Absolutely no-brainer. Absolutely no-brainer.
Green Bay is going to be...
Yeah,
The
absolutely
NFC's
no-brainer.
okay.
We're lockstep in that. Okay, now here's what you do. You take these ones and you put them over here.
Okay,
We're
the
gonna do
East.
these,
Let's do
okay?
the East.
Let's
All
do
right.
the East.
How good has the East been?
All right.
Got to be excited about the Giants this year, right? Got to be excited about that. Oh, you are really hating on Jalen. Come on, Jalen.
Jalen is dead last. Okay, so we both have the
We just swapped the bottom two.
what about Dak Prescott
Listen,
and
if
his
Dallas
shoulder
is the most
injury and all
talented
that sort
team
of stuff?
in this division,
Yeah.
if Dallas doesn't run with this division this year, I'm done with the Cowboys. Like, how bad are they?
What about Prescott? What about
So,
Prescott
I
and
think
his
he's gonna
shoulder
be
and all
okay.
that sort of
I think
stuff?
he's gonna be
Okay.
fine. Yeah.
I think-
He's got so much talent around him. The Dallas is the best team in this division.
Fantasy alert, CeeDee Lamb is going to have a monster year
Right.
at wide receiver.
Okay.
Absolutely monster
I'll
year.
give you that. You liked him
he's-
last year. And
I
you
liked
won
him
your
last year.
division.
I picked him.
You won your league last
Dude,
year. Yeah.
Won the whole
So,
league. That's
yeah,
right.
you did. So, listen.
Brad, word on sports. That's
Yep.
right.
That's right.
Okay, this team right here, I like Fitzpatrick, and they have the best defense in that division. They
do.
They were only going to have to
Antonio
score.
Gibson. They got a running game. They
I
got
know,
Fitzpatrick.
And then
got a lot
Chase
of the
Young,
weapons.
they've got a lot
I
of
actually tried going through the schedule. Could Washington win that division over Dallas?
I'm
tonight?
with you on that. The only reason I get them is assuming that Dak is healthy and all that. They've got a slightly better offense, but their defense alone will beat the Giants and the Eagles.
Yeah.
Piece of cake.
You know, like,
I mean,
just a weak bottom division.
Absolutely,
Just
that's
like,
right.
Just like the North, everybody's weak.
there's 4 wins right here. If you are Dallas and Washington, you've got 4 wins right there immediately.
No doubt.
Right about. Okay.
No doubt.
So let's go ahead and let's switch this up a little bit. No. Let's start with the West.
The West.
Let's go to the
Okay.
West. All right.
Let's do it.
Okay. West.
I think we're going to be a little different here.
We got to be different somewhere. Okay, what do you got?
Wow. I like Seattle to win the division.
Holy man.
Rams and the 49ers down there. I think there's too much indecision. I think the Rams have lost more than Akers. Defensively,
Wow.
they lost some guys too.
Yeah.
I don't think Matt Stafford is the magic bullet that the national media and McVay and everybody seems to think he is, this magic bullet that I just don't think he's that magic bullet. Which
No doubt about
must think he is.
I'm drinking the Kool-Aid. I am drinking the Kool-Aid. I am drinking the
I drank it for 10 years. I drank Stafford Kool-Aid for 10 years.
I'm drinking the Kool-Aid.
Plus.
I do like Stafford. I think both these teams could be 11-6, 10-7-ish. I think they both could, I'm with you. I'm not
Too much
sure
indecision
about the
there.
49ers. But now they do have Nick Bosa back. They did lose a lot of players to injury last year. Just a ton
they
of
were
players.
decimated all year.
So they're going to have a good team just coming back from injury, assuming they come back from injury, right? But they're down there. I didn't want to put these guys at the bottom. I love Kyler Murray. They got J.J. Watt, but I don't think that they have enough to get over these two guys.
And that's when I started thinking, who is a team that could surprise? Because this isn't easy, right? We're going to go back and look and laugh at ourselves and be like, how did you pick
like we do every week.
Right? Now, this is a serious handicapping show, so we do take this we do take this very serious. But, and that being said, I think Arizona is one of them teams that they should be there. They should be in the hunt, in my opinion. And I need the Rams to for the Lions to get the best draft
get a better draft pick.
possible.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. They do get that.
Yeah, so I need to keep banging on them to make sure, because I've got some good karma. When it comes to banging on teams like that, I usually bring them down. Like I hurt the Browns last year. I brought their ego down, and I heard they did sneak into the playoffs, but
this division though has some of maybe the four best quarterbacks besides Garoppolo. But you do have Stafford, you do have Russell. You got Kyler Murray. I think he's really going to be a good quarterback. And then let's see. But I just like that division. I think that is a fun division.
And no, it is. It's going to make good. I think Arizona's going to be a little better than what we think, because I think they.
The cool thing is when we get to the playoff teams.
Well, all right, let's go to the South.
We're going to get the playoffs.
Yeah, let's go to the South.
Well, let's finish the South first, and we'll get to that point. So I think the Bucs finished dead last. I think Brady has a horrible year.
That's so funny. Jesus. I'm the exact same age as Tom Brady.
Yeah. Are you
I'm
really?
the exact same age as Tom Brady.
Are you really?
Yeah. Yep. Our life trajectories from birth went different paths, but we were the exact same age. I think within a couple months.
Oh, jeez. Okay. So, no question about it. The Bucs they're still the Class A division. They're NFL champs. You still have Tom Brady. Actually, I think they're going to be better than last year.
Okay.
I think they're actually going to be better.
I'm going to disagree on that part.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think they win this division, but I don't think they do it as dominantly as they did last year. I've probably been saying it for years, right? But at some point, his play's got to decline. It's got to decline. And it may not even decline that much, but it's a decline. Like, these teams are bad. These teams are really bad, which is why I think they still win the division. We'll see how is it going to play out when we rank our
This is the
teams.
one that, man, we are all over the map, aren't we? Because I've got the Saints. I know.
He's like the worst quarterback. He's like Vinny Testaverde. Just throwing interceptions.
You know what? Sean Payton is loving this, because you're going to be able to see what kind of head coach Sean Payton is. If he can take Jameis Winston and turn him into a winner, Sean Payton is one of the best coaches ever. I mean, just flat out. I mean, come on. He went from Drew Brees, which you and I could have coached Drew, but it was innovative offense and thinking, all that sort of stuff. So that's why I've got them there. Like you said earlier, I do like the Sam Darnold experience. I like that a lot.
I like that team a lot.
It wouldn't surprise me on that. This one, okay, they lost Julio Jones. They did pick up Kyle Pitts. It's an old team.
It's going to be
it's not going
fantastic,
to be.
but it is. It's just.
It's not going to be. I mean, they're not even in the picture there. But that is interesting. I like what you're saying there. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
So now we're going to go to the playoffs, and we're talking 1 through 7, right?
We're
going to
going
rank them
1 through
because team 1 is going to get the first round bye. Do we just want to start with that?
Let's
Who's
just
their
start
first
that.
round bye?
First round bye. So first round bye, as I'm saying, is the Packers.
Okay.
And we're
First
both saying the
round bye.
Packers.
I think the Packers is the class of the division.
I think they're the class of the NFC. That's right,
Yeah,
absolutely.
really, yeah.
I mean, and then remember too, when they're playing, they get the Bears twice, they get the Lions twice. I mean, they should win 3. I mean, just the statistics says they're going to have a lot of wins.
Who's your 2 seed? Who's your second division winner?
I'm going to go with the Bucs on that.
Should we just put our division winners up
Just
there?
put the division winners. Yeah, just put the division winners up there. Those are all given. These are the ones that we know are going to be in the playoffs because they're division winners.
And I'm seeding these here is how I'm
Yeah,
doing
I
it. So
am
my
too.
seeds are 1 through 4.
I am too here. Here's a piece of tape for you. I'm doing the same thing. I think the Bucs are going to finish second, even though that is a tough division. I mean, to get a lot of wins out of that division, that is a tough division. That's okay. Like you'd said, I'm drinking the Kool-Aid on that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's now I'm surprised because look at again statistics. That's a tough division. That is a really tough division when you look at you get the Rams, you get the 49ers, the Cardinals. I mean, to win that many games to be that high up, but it's going to be.
I don't think,
close.
and the reason that I think that is I think there's going to be a downside on these 2 division winners.
Yep.
I don't think their records are going to be as good as going to get them into the number 2. They're going to have similar records, but I think they get the 2 seed.
Okay,
it's just
now,
my prediction.
So now this is where the fun. This is where the fun.
Cards,
This is where
right?
the fun stuff goes. Okay, let's go to your first wild card team. Just pick. I'm going to go with the Saints. Thinking the Saints are going to make it. Remember, I said Jameis Winston's going to have a big year.
Oh my gosh! Please remember that he said that because we were going to go to the tape.
A serious handicapping show too, right?
Jameis Winston's going to have a. I can't even say it out loud.
I'm serious. I'm giving it a shot. Okay, who's your?
But
next?
look, I'll respect it. That's going on.
Yeah. I know.
I don't see it. I can't.
I'm
I'm going to look up. Actually, I'm going to go whatever New Orleans win total is. I want to go under. I'm going to look it up, and I'm going to bet under. But it's okay.
Okay, now I like this one. I like the Kyler Murray. Getting Kyler in there.
We both like Dallas to get that.
We both like Dallas.
That's the division winner.
That's the division winner.
All right,
Okay.
second wild card.
Second wild card. I'm going to go with the Seahawks. How do you keep Russell Wilson out? There's no way you keep Russell Wilson.
Right.
Dude, you are off the rails.
Man, we're talking about the wild card here. The next teams to get in
You are
after
absolutely
division.
off the rails.
But I really like Carolina. I really like Kyler Murray. McCaffrey. I think
you are
potential MVP. Christian McCaffrey in Carolina.
Oh, you got to do it every year. He's going to make Sam Darnold better, right? Just he never had that with the Jets. He never had a Christian McCaffrey. Well, he actually had nothing with the Jets. Let's be honest. All right, who's the last one? Who's the last wild card team?
Listen, I know this is one of the best divisions in football, so there's going to get 2 teams in the playoffs. How about that?
It's about time. If anything, defense. They have
I don't know who's going to win, but they both got one. They both got 4 wins locked up right there.
That's exactly right. That's exactly my thought too. Their defense alone, like I said earlier, is going to carry that team. Yeah. And you're right. They get 4 wins. They get 4 built-in wins right there.
Fitzpatrick, to me, if you haven't seen the show, it kind of brings the Ted Lasso effect to it. Just a nice guy, right? Everybody's going to love. Everybody loves Ryan Fitzpatrick.
So we've got, here's our 7 teams. So remember what Carl said earlier. Give us who you think the 7 teams, the playoff teams are going to be in the NFC, and then we'll pick
who's going to win. Out of these 7 teams, who's going to be in the big game?
Okay, so you want me to go first? You want to go first? Who do you think is going to be in the big dance? Who's going to be in Los Angeles?
I'm going to go Russell Wilson in Seattle.
I'm going to go. My Kool-Aid pick is
back again.
The Buccaneers.
Brady. What are you doing? You laughed at. I made that pick last year. You just fell on the floor. You were like, "Oh my God, Tom laughing! Oh, it's so funny."
I was hoping you weren't going to remember that.
That's all right. That's all right. Drink that Kool-Aid. Let's go with a Kool-Aid pick, man.
But I did last year when you made the pick. You said the Buccaneers, and I just
lost
rolled.
it.
I just absolutely rolled. I said, "Dude, no way it's going to be the Buccaneers."
A reminder of how hard this is at this point in the season, because there are going to be so many ebbs and flows. There's going to be injuries. There's going to be, winning streaks. There's going to be fans in the stands.
Absolutely.
This is just
this is
our initial gut reaction.
This is it.
Who we like.
Question for you: are the Seahawks your Super Bowl winner?
Are the Seahawks my Super Bowl winner? I'm going to talk about that. So this was our first show. When we do the AFC picks, I'll talk about who my Super Bowl winner is. But
Okay.
I think Seattle gets there in the NFC. And the only teams that could challenge them are, it's going to be Green Bay, Seattle, or Tampa.
Right.
I don't think anybody else. I don't think there's anybody here that we didn't even push over.
No.
Even if these are wrong,
No.
I don't see anybody coming out of this
I
that.
don't see anything that we're leaving off, that we're forgetting about. There isn't another team, like you said earlier.
I guess the Rams I left off, but
The Rams might be the only one. The Rams might be the only one that, if I'm looking at yours, I think that you left off the Rams. But I can't argue with you about these two. I think that they both could have a good year to make the playoffs. I think you're right. But the only one that differentiates us is the Rams. It's a pretty big word, too. Differentiates. Did you hear that?
Yeah, we throwing those out here. This is a serious handicapping show. Reminder: I like Lions over 4.5 wins. I think the Lions can get to 6-7 wins, so that's a good play. I like Carolina at plus 430 to make a wild card, and I like Green Bay to be the number 1 overall seed at pretty good odds too. So those are my three. And just a reminder, we did get a lot of comments last year. People talking about the Vegas end of it. Just the different lines and stuff like that, and the over/unders, stuff like that. It'd be fun to kind of interject that in, like we're doing right now. It's not just a Vegas thing anymore. There's
No, it's
the side of the
not.
state. Wow, right there in Michigan, you can
just go right up there. That's right. That's exactly
any of those
right.
apps and have a little fun.
That's a fun thing. That's a fun thing to do.
do
So,
that.
listen, we're going to get this show. First of all, we are so glad to
Welcome
be back.
back.
Absolutely.
Everybody, welcome back.
So we're going to get this out on YouTube and Twitter. We'll put it on Facebook. Want to hear your picks, your comments?
Get involved because we're going to need a guest picker for week 1.
That's right. What you're excited about
somebody.
this year?
Yeah.
This is just awesome, man. What Carl should do with his jersey?
It's gone. I'm just gonna give it a little folding and.
I think
it away.
Jared Goff. We could use a new jersey, man.
So-
We could use one, dude. This is an absolute blast.
Nice stuff.
This is fun, man. We're back. We
back.
are back.
Let's go. I'll see you for the AFC show.
You got it.
Tune in.
See ya.
All right.
Bye.